Halo Infinite walkthrough. This is the 2 boss fights, Hyperious and some other name. What's his name? Tovarus? Something like that. The words are really small, but here's Hyperious. He's in a brute chopper, and this is easily one of the worst boss fights in the entire game. So I got super lucky. Not really though, and managed to hijack his brute chopper, which you do want to get him out of it, but not that close to the second boss. What you want to do is try to lure this guy far out of the reach of the attacks of the second guy, because if they're both close to one another, it's going to be really hard to lure them and pull them apart when he's not in the chopper, and the guy who's standing on top shooting his Ravager at you, or whatever gun it is, I think it's like a junk cannon, something like that. Not actually, I don't think it's a Ravager, but whatever weapon it is, it's going to be raining on you the whole time, and you're going to have to deal with both of them at the same time, and that makes this fight extremely difficult. So I'm going to have a short montage here of just a fraction of the deaths that I suffered fighting these guys before I finally found a tactic that worked. And if you need to leave, don't be afraid to leave, but their health will regenerate. But if you kill one of them, then they don't respawn. So if you kill one, there's one death, and then leave to get ammo or whatever, that's okay. Hyperious is really annoying because you can't really approach him. He has a lot of super close attacks, and you can't stay far away because he has a stalker rifle, and he is super accurate with that thing. So the vehicles don't work because they just blow you up when you're driving up to them in it. And again, staying far away doesn't work because even if you get their shields down, which you generally need pulse rifles for, if you use a sniper, it's not going to matter. You're not going to have enough ammo on Legendary to kill them. So it's like, what the heck are you supposed to do here? And if we just keep trying to go at him at vehicles, I tried to get his shields down, but then I got all my vehicles kept getting blown up, so I'm going to try again with a chopper. I mean, I don't know why I kept trying with a chopper, but I kept trying, and you know the definition of insanity. You try the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's how I was feeling with this boss fight. Up here, this was kind of in the middle of one of the crashed ships. This was working a little bit better, but nope, he's got dead accuracy with whatever weapon that is. That killed me too. My shield keeps getting destroyed, so I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to get sniped from a pinpoint on the other side of the planet because this guy's got ridiculous accuracy. It's going to happen here. I'm going to try to get the ammo, then I'm going to jump twice. Look, he's going to kill me anyway. What the heck are you supposed to do? So on that sort of to the left of the screen before I died there's that crashed ship, and we're going to head over there. And I guess if we're kind of near the Pelican, this is where our Pelican pilot friend is. If we're near the Pelican, we can also go to the right side of it, and we're going to head on a huge sweeping arc on the right side of the map here. Or I guess it might be the left, depending on how you're looking. Either way, hopefully you can kind of gauge where I am. And we're going to get him sort of underneath one of the crashed ships so we can avoid getting attacked by the second guy. And it turns it more into a 1 versus 1. So I'm going to use the pulse rifle, I think, to take out his shields. I might just be using the needler, but I do also have a needler. And sorry about the freezing screen. That's just a fact of reality when recording this game for me, so it's just something that we have to deal with. There's also going to be some weapons and I think an audio log on this side, or maybe it was a Spartan core, whatever. We're not going to worry too much about it. Unfortunately, I still have yet to kill all the enemies, all the little tiny enemies, and you really want them to be dead before you have to focus on the bosses. But here's Hyperious. We can kind of lure him over because he sort of follows you, and then we're going to actually pick these things up here. We're going to throw them at him, and we want to get his health down to about 50% and then let our shields regenerate. And the reason for that is because we don't have enough needler ammo to kill him unless he has less than probably 75% health. We can only have like, I think 3 full mags of needler ammo, and if we can take out most of his health to where we can rely on the needler to finish off the rest, then we can finally kill the guy. So that's one method, and if you notice, when his shields are down and you have a needler and a few explosives, he's not actually too hard, but it's really hard just trying to get him alone and trying not to get one shot by him or the other guy, because both of them will just charge you and dumpster you immediately. So of course, once the first guy is dead, the game is going to call in reinforcements. So you're going to want to run far away until you get a checkpoint. Like I said, the boss will not respawn. So run far away until you get a checkpoint, do not die, and then we can come back and pick up the ammo. The Sentinel Beam is really good at taking out shields, but we're also just going to need to try to get more ammo, try to get a precision weapon, and stay far away and try to defeat as many of these enemies as we can. The reinforcements in this game are really dumb, if you ask me, because you'll notice those phantoms that fly in the overworld, they just fly in and then they fade out of existence, so they come from nowhere and they go to nowhere. And I just think that's really lazy, because it's like there's a lot of enemies and then you kill them all and then, oh, reinforcements, and they either drop from pods in the sky or 3 phantoms bring them down. And I just think it's kind of a lazy way to add challenge to the game. I think it's just, games are so much more fun when the amount of enemies that you see are in front of you. You don't have to worry about them coming down, because you get that sense of relief. You know, you're like, okay, good, I cleared out the enemies. Now we can focus on like the bigger ones, but no, now there's more and I have to worry about them all of a sudden, even though I just felt like I finished it. So with boss fights especially, games really don't like letting you fight just the bosses. I think probably because they make them too easy that way. Either way, we're going to be patient. We're going to go around. There's some ammo there for us, thankfully. We're going to go around in wide circles and try to defeat all the enemies. We just don't want random grenades and bullets shooting us. Now, this second guy is actually way easier to defeat than the first guy, but he's really hard if the first guy is alive. At least I thought so. So same thing, I think I'm going to use the pulse rifle to take out his shields, and we're actually going to cheese him a little bit. We're going to get pretty close and just jump in a bunch of circles around him. So you'll see what I mean once I get over there. I'm just being extra paranoid because I don't have a checkpoint yet, and I killed all the enemies. And I noticed if I came over here, it sometimes gave me a checkpoint. Also, if you pick up weapons, a lot of the time weapons will trigger a checkpoint. So I cut off a dead scene there. That may have been a checkpoint. I don't know. I think I'm still waiting. This is just me waiting for a checkpoint, I think. And once it happens, I'll go over to the boss. But it's just for now. I really don't want to kill the boss or die to the boss and have to kill all the enemies again. And I think I just might be too close to him. Maybe I got a checkpoint, who knows, we'll see what I try to do here. So I'm gonna take a look around, and there's another guy there, we're gonna kill him. I have no idea where this boss is. This fight is really annoying. Man, this was definitely one of the worst boss fights in the entire freaking game. And then, figure out where he actually is. He might be down there, because I thought he was, he normally is jumping up on those platforms on top. Where did he go? So I'll get in the Warthog and then drive over here, and I think I finally see him eventually driving around. Was he following me? Oh yeah, he was following me. There he is. Okay, so he was following me. So there's Tovarus, whatever his name is. And I'm missing all of those shots, and I may actually die to him here. I'm not sure exactly how this goes. I was really hoping he would stay on those platforms, because then it'd be a lot easier. So there we go, finally some of my pulse rifle shots are hitting, but I'm still missing most of them because they are a little bit smarter. He's just shooting us with his junk cannon. And I think my thought here was that I could actually take out his shields and then get in the Warthog, and I could defeat him from the gunner seat in the Warthog. And on easier difficulties that will definitely work, but that won't work on legendary. So I kind of threw down the shield here and I took out some of his health, but he was just marching me and just went right through, so that wasn't going to work forever. He walks back to the middle of the arena here, and if you notice, he's actually a really terrible aim up close. And I'm going to try to exploit that. So now that he's back on the platform, we do not want his shields to come back, so we want to keep dealing damage to him. And I'm just going to jump literally in circles around him. So if he can get his shields down and then get close, he doesn't really seem to do anything else. He doesn't seem to charge you. He doesn't seem to melee you. He doesn't really seem to be able to aim at you as long as you're constantly moving. So this guy is a little bit easier than the first one, and you can pepper him down with normal weapons, but you also just make sure that you don't let his shields come back, because that can be annoying. He's going to run away, but it's not going to work. Finally, he's going to be dead soon, immediately there. Come on, there we go. My goodness. That's the end of Hyperious and Tovarus, or whatever the name was, Tovarus. Yeah, alright, so we're going to continue on the rest of the video, and that'll be probably the worst boss fight in the entire game. None of the others are that frustrating.
animals. Chief, my eyes didn't deceive me back there.
We need to go.
3 UNSC condors. Seeing one is rare. Finding 3? It's a miracle. I should have known better. Torn apart. Completely gutted. Sleep space drives obliterated.
We don't have the time.
Over there's another. Kilometer. And there. The last one. All of it. Crushed. Broken. Beaten. Useless.
Enough.
When? When is it enough, Chief? When we're in there? Because that's where I belong. In there. With them. Worthless junk. Not this. I'm not you. I'm not a pilot. I'm not even a soldier, a marine. I'm a fraud. I stole that pelican. I stole it. You know why? Of course you don't. Have you ever been scared? So scared that you... I'm worthless. You should leave me here with the rest of the carpets.
We all fail. We all make mistakes. It's what makes us human.
I'm sorry, Chief, but how have you ever failed?
I should have protected Cortana. Stopped everything from going wrong. I failed her. I will not fail you.
Chief. Wait. We're going to make it. We have to.
This is all I've got.
It's all we need. Our only way home is straight through the heart of the Banished.
We need you.
We can fix this.
Together.
Of course we can. Together. So, what's the plan? Let me guess. It's dangerous and it's probably going to get us killed. I have my answer. Let's do this.
You are losing control.
Nothing is lost.
Lower your army. Descend upon him.
No, odds will not break him.
The Spartan is not alone. There's something here helping him, connected to this installation.
What is it?
It's remarkably vulnerable, but highly intelligent.
Is it a weakness? Something to exploit?
We will see. The Reformation is controlled from this. It must be protected.
Done. Atriox believed you to be valuable. Prove him correct.
When the Endless are found, and when you have your ring, then you will never question my worth, and I will never question your judgment.
The scent grows stronger. Save your strength. I need something of you, old friend. Anything. Bring me the Master Chief. Alive.